Wow, women helping other women learn, grow, and empower. Learn new things, grow from what you learn. Empower others to do the same. Helping you to create a plan for your life, vision for a better life. Get connected to resources, seminars, trainings, women helping others with the gifts that they have. Contact Crystal Ifakoya, the founder and creator of WOW. Why not? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Phases the Next Level, Black is Magazine. We are so excited to be here today with Miss Andrea Ward. This is an amazing interview. I call it blessed to have this interview. So you guys out there watching, I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe, like, and share. And so we're just going to jump right in. Andrea, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Aw.
It's a beautiful day out here in California.
Right. Andrea, I want you to introduce to the people who you are and what you do.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Andrea Ward. I am a philanthropist, celebrity fashion designer, stylist, filmmaker, and book author, and the last kin and great niece of Miss Billie Holiday.
That is so exciting and amazing. You got a lot going on, so you wear a lot of different hats. Andrea, so whenever we actually we were connected through Andrew, who is actually overseas, and I've just been blessed to have a variety of people to join Black is Magazine. So let's talk about your life and growing up. Where are you from? Because I know you work abroad as well.
Yeah, so originally I am from Baltimore, Maryland. I am born and raised. I grew up there. I recently moved to California about 4 years ago. Before I was a designer, stylist. I went to school for medicine. I came out of a very toxic, abusive relationship. And then at the same time, I ended up homeless just because I decided to leave my abuser. Just to provide a better life for my family and to set a great example for like the young women that actually look up to me. So it took about, I want to say about 5, almost 6 years to completely get myself together and focus. So I've done a lot within a short period of time. As soon as I left my toxic situation, I got selected to design and showcase for Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. I've done about 6 seasons. I've been published on the billboards in New York Times Square, 70 million viewers. My work is published on the front cover of Essence magazine. It is on Vanity Teen magazine, Vanity magazine, and many more magazines, AOL, Getty Images, Yahoo, the whole 9 yards.
And
And
now Black is Magazine.
yes, and Black is magazine. It's been such a journey. And I didn't go to school for fashion designing. I didn't go to school for any of it. I took that chance, that leap of faith, left my toxic boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, and God just kind of just showed me the way, and I got discovered off the internet. And I am thankful for whoever found me off the internet. And it's been ongoing ever since. And then I also juggle with many different careers as far as a writer as well. So I do write feature films. I'm working on a TV series titled Deception of the Streets, inspired by a true story. So if you ever saw Dexter and Power, that's my show is the one you'll want to watch. It's based on a true story.
Wow. Andrea, listen, I'm just taken aback that how far you've come, because you could have very easily given up and life could have been just over with you. Becoming homeless is very stressful when you've never been there, right? I don't know, but I can just imagine. And it just has to be a God thing that you're where you are, because medicine and what you're doing now, totally, it's night and day, night and day. And so it's just amazing. People tell me all the time, Andrea, why are you on social media so much advertising and doing your stuff? And it's because you never know. It's only going to take that one thing. And so whoever discovered you, I think it was a God thing, and that you're where you are because it was written for you. So congratulations on that. Wow, women helping other women learn, grow, and empower. Learn new things, grow from what you learn. Empower others to do the same. So tell me now, so you went through the pain of abuse. And I want to talk about that just really quick because I've never been in an abusive relationship. And so I don't know. And people like myself that have never been through that experience would say, well, you should just leave. You should have just got out of it. Why'd you stay? Or you know, you could have left and all these things. And I've been wrong for saying that because I don't know. You think it's easy, but tell me how long. I mean, what was that one thing that said, I'm done, I got to get out of here? Because, you know, people can tell you, but until you're ready, you stick around.
Yeah, so with abuse, it's a bit more complicated. It's not very easy to leave. You could be so in love with a person, you would never think that person would be capable of hurting you in more ways than one, maliciously. In a lot of cases, when you leave your abuser, it's not always easy to leave because they're typically not done with you. You know, they've grown very fond and obsessed with you. So it makes it more dangerous for you, your friends, and your family. And sometimes your abusers go through the things and people that you love in order to hurt you and torture you. And then there is more than one or two forms of abuse. There's actually three. There's mental, there's physical, and spiritual abuse, where so they manipulate your beliefs. Like if you believe in God or if you're a Christian, they'll manipulate it just to say, well, hey, God said honor your husband or your father. Like anyone is capable of committing those acts of abuse. It's not just as simple as, oh, just leave. You could leave, but that trouble, that toxic energy may follow you. And you know, I've lost loved ones due to domestic violence. You know, at 21, I went through my first time of abuse. That was my only time and last time. And I wouldn't, you would never know. You never truly know someone until you see that other side of them.
Yeah.
What makes them tick? You know, these are things that you have to understand, because if you don't know, you could be dating a serial killer, you could be dating a monster, and you'll never know. You could be with them for 10, 15 years. They will never show that side unless there's a switch that goes off. And that's when it's typically too late. You know, a lot of women are sometimes afraid to leave their abusers because, you know, there's financial abuse where so they control the victims. Like, hey, if you leave me, you know, I'll lie and say that you're on drugs, or I'll take away the kids, or I'll take away your money. I won't give you any more money to support you. You know, in those cases, a lot of women don't know how to properly leave. And I help and cater to battered women and children just because I went through it at such a young age. I'm not even 30 yet, and I've accomplished and I've went through so much in a short period of time. So, I mean, like, if I can do it and overcome that situation and my life circumstances within 5 years, you can do it. Anyone can do it, you know? And I strongly advise and encourage women to speak up more. Like, if you're going through it, tell your friend, tell your father, your mother, anyone that loves you and that's close to you of what is going on.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I can't wait to get this out. And again, I have to apologize to any victim, any woman that says that they were a victim, that maybe I've said been reckless about what I've said, you know, because because I hadn't experienced it, you know. And so, gosh, I'm sorry that that happened, but you are a prime example at such a young age that says, I'm not going to let this defeat me. I'm going to fight to get to where I need to be, and I'll be successful. And if you never told your story, if you never tell your story, then how can you help people? So you have to tell your story, and I appreciate that. So you went on to do fashion, and you're actually catering to the celebrities, right? So tell us a few people who you've actually worked for or worked with.
Yes, so I've worked with B2K, I've worked with Silento, I've worked with Safari, the original OG of reality TV. She's my newest client.
Oh,
I've worked with, let's see, OG herself from Basketball Wives. I've worked with, oh man, I mean, the list just goes on. I've worked with Emmy award-winning producer and actor Eric Nelson. I've worked with Jean Ely of HBO's Insecure. He's an actor in there and a writer as well. He's such a phenomenal and amazing talent and artist. I would highly suggest checking him out. I've worked with celebrity publicist Barbara Sanchez. She is the publicist of Snoop Dogg. I've
Oh,
worked with her.
okay.
I've worked with so many people. I've worked with Raz B. Like, he's such a
Yeah.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Um,
All
well,
names are familiar. All the names are
yeah,
familiar.
I've been on the Steve Harvey show like twice. That went viral.
So tell us, people that want to get into fashion, I know that somebody discovered you, right? How is it that what are what is some of the advice that you would give someone that wants to get into fashion? Because it's so hard. Fashion is so broad and it's so big. What would you give people? What kind of advice would you give someone that is looking to get into the fashion business and be successful at it?
I would highly suggest that individuals learn how to sew. If you don't know how to sew, find a manufacturing company, something overseas for OEM and ODM services, where they can create your designs for you if you're not capable of physically sewing. First and foremost, protecting your work. So copyright your work, or at least try to do a portfolio, get it published on Getty or some sort of publications, or a celebrity, in case another company duplicates your designs. Now, I've bumped into that quite a bit. Yeah, so a lot of the trends that the women are wearing now,
Yeah.
I designed that 6 years ago, New York Times Square, New York, LA Fashion Week. Yeah, same replica. They just changed the colors. And I'm just like, well, that just means I'm far in advance of the
That's
game.
right. That's right. So how do you, because it wasn't copywritten, right? Is that
It
how you
was.
were able to do? It was?
Yeah, it's just changing the colors and the pattern. That's all it takes. It's more complicated because it's a trend. If you set a trend, as long as you get with like a celeb or publish, you have like a timestamp or like a paper trail. But if you create your own platform and make it go viral, then that's a different story. So that's what I'm doing now. That's why another reason why I decided to become a filmmaker is to tell true stories, and which I'm going to implicate my work and designs in it so they can't steal it.
Of course. Yeah.
And yeah, and also with being a filmmaker, all my struggles, my trials, my tribulations, I'm still here. I am a fighter. I come from a long line of women that are fighters, from Billie Holiday, Madam C.J. Walker. The list can go on. Like, they're all my blood. I come from that lineage. Even to George Washington, the first president of the United States.
Wow.
So it just trickles down. And with the women in my family, we're raised very different. We're raised to be very strong. Not everyone makes it.
Right.
Because they find other incentives to cope with their life struggles, like drugs, alcohol. I've done nothing. I've dedicated myself, got my degree. I finished my degree with school, moved, started a business, and I'm just manifesting all my dreams into my reality,
Ooh, you make chills go through me because you have been through the worst and it came out to blossom into something so amazing. So I feel like people shouldn't be embarrassed for what they go through because you made it. And you know what? When it gets to be too much for someone, they turn to drugs and alcohol. And you are a walking testimony of saying that you don't need something to cope with. Just make up your mind, get the help you need, and move on. Move on. That was a chapter in your life. Yes, you'll remember and you'll tell the world about it. But I need to make something of myself. And so now you're manifesting. So what's up today? What's currently going on with you today? I know you're kind of busy. We try to connect, and you're a busy girl. So what's going on today in your life?
Today, so I am going to be writing 3 more scripts this weekend.
Oh my God.
And I attend acting school, one of the finest acting schools out in London. IDSA. They're responsible for Letitia Wright, John Boyka. They're all my classmates. and many more. So just this journey of writing, and also getting execs to read my scripts. I got one response today, and that was, I sent it off yesterday. So that was pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much writing for me and just telling these true untold stories,
Right.
you know. Yeah, and just working on the pitch deck for Lady Day Untold, the untold and true version of Billie Holiday.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. You wrote an article and you sent over, and I was just like, oh my God. And the story was amazing. You know, it's interesting to hear people's stories, and you know, so I'm excited that you are writing. But this part of it is that you're going to be featured in our second edition magazine, Black Is Magazine, that'll come out in January. I had to get some of your time before you got too busy. How do you encourage young people that are writing or that have dreams? What do you say about that? I know we talked about a little bit about it, but people, they don't have that support behind them to push them, right? What do you say about that?
I say you don't necessarily have to have family to support you. And in a lot of cases, sometimes your family is very supportive. And a lot of times your family is not so supportive. They don't understand your dreams, your ambition, your drive, and your vision. Only connect with people that share the same or similar vision that you do. Because in the long run, those individuals are going to push you as far as possible and push you past your limits, past the limits you didn't even think that you could exceed.
Right.
You know, and myself being an example, my family was not as supportive. They didn't understand my dreams, my goals. They didn't understand the drive and the things that I was capable of until my brother, I have a twin brother, my brother sat me down and he was like, hey, I found your sketchbook of your designs. Why didn't you tell me you could draw? I was like, I didn't know I could draw. I just had these visions in my head. And he was just like, I also found your old writing book of short stories since I was 9.
Yeah.
So I was hiding all these capabilities and talents from my family because I would just dead. And my twin brother, he was like, listen, I don't care what anyone else thinks, but I think you need to go for it. Try this fashion out, see how it goes. He actually brought me a whole bunch of sewing machines.
Aww.
And I learned. And then my brother actually helped me with the title of the scripts I've wrote, and I've sent it off to Netflix, a whole bunch of stuff. You know, all it takes is for one person to believe in you.
Just that one.
But before anyone else to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else believe in you?
That's right.
That's most important. And I've learned on the journey of just pursuing your dreams, sometimes it could be a lonely road. Sometimes you'll lose family. You don't have a choice to choose who your family is, but you can choose who your friends are and who you align yourself with.
That's right.
I have more support from friends and strangers than I do family. Unfortunately, it's like that. But when you're on a road to success and you have a purpose in life and you discover your purpose, it's always like that, you know. And then family will come back and see hey, you know, I want to apologize. You can support, but I'll never forget how you didn't support me when I needed you the most. I have strangers supporting me. I have strangers all over the world that reach out and send me beautiful emails. They're just like, Andrea, I'm so proud of you. I remember when you first started out as a fashion designer and you're going into writing and producing and directing. And, you know, I've done a 360 with my life. I've changed my lifestyle, my way of thinking, who I gravitate to, my surroundings, my career choices. Heck, I've even lost over 144 pounds within a short period of time. Thank you. So for the folks that know me from college and before I went through that toxic, and to see them, to see me now and the woman I've become and I'm destined to be, this is still just the beginning. I haven't even hit my prime yet. I'm not even thinking.
And when you talk about it, you just lighten up because you know where you are. You know who you are. You know what you want in life. I want to see young especially Black girls, to get it. I wish you much success. I'm praying for what you have going on today, this morning, out in California. And I hope that we can connect soon, get together. Corona's just sticking around. We're going to pray that stuff away and get it out of here so we can connect. But I appreciate you being the cover of the magazine for our second edition, along with being a writer for Black Is Magazine. Like you didn't hesitate. You were like, I'm here for it. Whatever you need, I'll help you out, whatever, even with you being busy. When you're around people that don't have the same vision as you, or the same path, or the same desires that you have, that can easily distract you from getting where you need to be. So I like the fact that you said you're careful about who you surround yourself with and who you gravitate to. And so anyway, again, I want to wish you all the best, but I'm going to be looking for Deception of the Streets. I'm going to push it to the core, on every platform that I have, because I want you to succeed even beyond measure. You're not even near 40 and you got this going on, right? So you got a lot of life ahead of you. Anything you want to leave with the viewers right now? Any advice, good advice that you want to leave with someone at this moment?
Always remember this. The answer is within yourself. If you believe in yourself, the answers are not with other people. Other people may try to distract you from your vision, from your dreams, and from that road that is invisible for you. That door that you're meant to walk through is only meant for you. Stop trying to take other people with you through a door that won't fit for other people, just for you. You have to walk through that door and walk in the steps of your glory, and to learn your life lessons, and to go through trials and tribulations to strengthen yourself as a person, as an individual, mentally and spiritually, in order to grow and to prosper into the greatness that you were designed for, and that you are in this world for, and that you are here to fulfill your purpose and to instill that in other people and to inspire other people. Don't think about what other people what their deception or what they may perceive of you to be. That's not important, how other people perceive you to be. What's important is how you see yourself, and where do you see yourself going. Absolutely. Regardless of that road, if you're afraid to take that next step, pretend like there is an invisible road in front of you. That's called a leap of faith. You have to believe in yourself and believe that God will take you there, because if you do not believe in yourself, you might fall. And you have to have a positive mindset. Always think ahead of the game. Always have your goals as high as possible, so you'll never be able to disappoint yourself. If your goals and standards are not set at the all-time highest, you have room to just disappoint yourself. And try to be uplifting and encouraging to other people, and treat people as if you want to be treated as well, because you never know. You might bump into someone that could be a multi-billionaire or an investor or an executive producer that just might fund or help you make your dreams a reality. People like that see through you. And if you are that right type of person, they will help you. It could be a stranger on the streets. It could be a stranger or friends that will help you faster than family would.
Facts. All facts. You're talking to me. If nobody else hear you, I hear you. I hear you, and I thank you. I needed that. I'm taking everything in, and I take it to heart. And gosh, that's it. I appreciate you. And good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Andrea, before we get out of here, tell the people how they can contact you and reach you.
Yeah, so you guys can visit my website, AndreaWardOfficial.com. My social media accounts is a fashion stylist, Andrea W, or just type in Andrea Ward. I'm on all social media platforms, as well as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. So I'm very Googleable.
And she's telling the truth. That's a fact. So you guys, reach out to Andrea if you have any needs. If you want to book her for anything, reach out to her and have that conversation. So in the meantime, you guys, we're going to get out of here. Remember, always respect yourself, respect others. We're out.
And my grandfather is Billie Holiday's brother. So Phil Gow, or whoever the guy they claim that's the father, or Clarence, that's not the dad.
Oh, it's not.
No, and everything that you see online and in the movies,
Yeah.
80% of it is inaccurate. So if anyone's doing any documentaries, they don't even have the full truth. I have her journal.
That's good.
With IDSA, a lot of the British actors take a lot of the roles in the US. So they're teaching me their ways and method instead of the American ways. That's how you and I got connected, because my classmate is based out of London and she knows Andrew, and Andrew connected me to you. Oh, and then I just got booked for a feature film called Music Saved My Life. We start filming 2021, and I'm on Netflix.